my whole point is I realized at that point that me hanging out at this video shoot all day when I could have just been in and out.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out all day around a certain criminal element, which I don't come from, and people are starting to kind of, check me out. And
the mistakes of being young.
And so forth. I just moved to LA recently. I don't really know the landscape
just
like
trying
that.
To fill out
and it's like, okay, mental note. Let me stop doing that. Let me not move this type of way. If I come in, I do what I got to do. I talk to who I want to talk to, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
Once you start hanging out and everyone's like starting to, test you and whatever else, that's where the problems start.
Yeah.
And I learned my lesson, and I'm cool. And
been
luckily,
around for a minute.
It didn't turn into anything bad. At the end of the day, it is fine. Me and him laughed it off, but we talk about, in our last interview, the interview before this one, we said that because of that situation and the stance that we both took, we probably lost out around $1 million each.
Yeah.
If all that time we had been
10
talking
years?
and building and working together, there would probably be $1 million in both of our bank accounts from that relationship.
Yeah. That's crazy. Do you feel like that situation, because, all right, they say Vlad used to be in the streets and Vlad used to do this.
No one said Vlad used to be in the streets.
No, they say Vlad, because you used to do like street docs, right? Like pull up and do.
Yeah, I used to do that.
No, I'm not talking about on the gangbang side. Yeah, no. But they say Vlad used to be like the
I used
Tommy
to show up in the hood with my camera.
Yeah,
I went to G Malone's hood. I went to Easy E's hood. Yeah,
do you feel like situations like those because those are what I call mistakes of being young. Like what you were saying about you shouldn't be around this person when you're doing certain type of stuff. Like when you're young, you don't think about it like that. And then you run into situations, then you run into another one, and it's like, hold on, let me change my approach to this shit. Do you feel like those situations are what made you Vlad TV, the one-on-one interview where I'm not going out to get in your business and meet all these extra people when I really only want to pick your brain?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I just stopped going to neighborhoods. I stopped going in front of people's houses. I stopped going to studios.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I've talked about this before, during that early time, this was more DVD Vlad before Vlad TV Vlad, right? And, maybe like 2006, 2007. Like, I remember I interviewed Lil Easy in front of his grandmother's house. And I remember,
think I seen that one.
I don't know if I ever put it out.
No? Because he had one in Compton.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was mine.
Okay.
That was something else. Yeah. And I remember before the interview started, before I pressed the record button, someone walked up to him and handed him a gun, and he tucked it into his waist. And as we're doing the interview, his head is on a swivel. He's constantly looking around, constantly head over his shoulder. Yeah. And I'm sitting there with the camera, like, nervous. And I'm like, where the fuck am I right now?
Yeah, like, should I be?
Like, is there about to be a drive-by right now? 'Cause he's acting like there's about to be a drive-by. And we even talked about this in our first interview. Yeah. Like, no, it wasn't like that. I just wanted to make sure that you were safe. And, I want to be prepared myself in case something happened. It wasn't really like that. But I'm like...
PTSD. It didn't happen right there before. So he trying to make sure it don't happen again while you're right there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So, but it's moments like that made me say, yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Come to my studio, my location. It's a secure location. You'll be safe. Yeah. We don't, we're not like a no jumper where there's constantly, people going in and out and, you have to worry you might bump into someone. We schedule one interview a day. When you come here, there won't be anyone else here.
For sure.
If I feel a little unsure about you, I will have armed security there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like Lefty Gunplay was here the other day. I had my guy there just in case. I didn't know Lefty. Now, he was cool as hell.
Lefty cool, though. That's
I'm just saying, I didn't know.
Yeah. Now, you smart, though. Yeah. If you got to second guess it, just go with plan A.
Exactly.
Go with plan A.
I'll pay my security.
Plan
He's happy because he got a check.
Yeah.
I'm happy because I feel safe, and everyone, and my security has literally never done anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Never had to pull out, never had to shoot anyone. I mean, there was a situation he had to stand in front of me because something might happen.
Yeah.
But, we're very peaceful people. Like, I've always said we're always on the defense. I'm never walking up to someone and confronting them or whatever. I may talk to someone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I ran into DJ Head yesterday, at an event. And my thing was like, I heard, Head had said certain things about me. So I just approached him. I'm like, hey, bro, I really respect you. Like what you've done, the Papa show and everything else like that. He goes, oh, no, he's like, no, I'm just not into the type of things that, you and academics are into and so forth. And I'm like, that's cool.
But he
we could all
bullshit for that because he is behind the scenes though. But I ain't even.
Well, I don't know. But I'm like,
that,
we could all work differently and still be respectful to one another because we're all media. And he's like, I agree. We shook hands, and then the girl that was with us wanted to take a photo with all three of us. I'm like, yeah, cool.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And, I'll go talk to someone, but I'll never aggressively approach someone to try to like push up on them, regardless of who I'm with or how many guns we have with us or anything else like that, because that's just dumb.
I had he's not inquired, but he said certain stuff about me that I didn't let get to my head, right? But like, he's looking at me as this dude that's on the internet ranting, not knowing that we've been dealing with each other. Like, I guess you just didn't know that Shit Troll and Bricc Baby was the same person, and my cousin, like, Ink and them had to, like, that's my cousin that used to, you know what I mean? And it kind of cleared up how he was thinking of the situation or whatever. But I just, like, people operate just like, it's curiosity. We all do media. Like, you're curious, you gonna ask what you're curious about. So him saying that he don't operate how you operate is like behind the scenes you do, because you're being judgmental with people without knowing. He's accusing you of you questioning the culture or violating the culture when you're just curious and asking questions, right? He's doing the same thing behind the scenes. Like, you get what I'm saying? He's judging people. He's saying what people are, what they aren't. You get what I'm saying? Not knowing that. I'm trying to, like, water it down. That's why I keep on speaking in circles. But not knowing that you might run into a fucking brick wall, you keep on continuing to do what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, you piss people off in 4K because of your questions. You gonna piss a motherfucker off with that stupid noopy shit and have a nigga do something to you. But that we already cleared it up.
I feel like in media, we all do better by being cool with each other. We all have our style of how we do it. Do I agree with everything that Adam does? No. Would I have a threesome with my woman and another dude? Or let my woman get plowed by another guy?
But
no.
I'm saying, if y'all do a porno.
Ever have I even considered this?
Have you considered porn?
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's why.
Not my thing. No, but even in my private life, I wouldn't do that.
No, for sure. He wouldn't do that in his private life.
I guess that's a good point. I knew
that's what I was saying.
Right.
That's what I was getting for the camera.
But regardless, I don't agree with everything that Adam does. But that's still my friend. That's still someone who's in the same industry as me, someone who's successful, someone who I embraced early on, someone who's done my show a ton of times. I've done his show a ton of times. I have financially benefited from our relationship, and so has he.
Yeah.
And we could all do this by all being cool with each other, regardless of our styles. I'm cool with Rob and a Baller Alert. I'm cool with the Shade Room. I don't do what they do. What they do is different. I'm cool with the Neighborhood Talk. I'm cool with academics. I'm cool with Math Hoffa. I'm cool with Charlemagne.
Cool with Bricc Baby.
I'm cool with Bricc Baby. I'm cool with Nori. I've done Drink Champs. He's done my show. Like, we could all, these media outlets that want to beef with each other because one of them feels more real than the other is silly, because we all lose. We all lose.
And the crazy.
And no one gives you stripes for dissing me.
Sure.
Like, me and Joe Budden have never gotten along, but no one benefits. Like, me and Joe don't really benefit from beefing with each other.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We could actually do better by being cool with each other, but Joe feels a certain type of way, and it's cool. He's successful at what he is, and I respect what he does, and he's also said publicly he respects what I do.
Yeah. I mean, black people got to stop feeling entitled to the culture. Like, we're not the only people that can commentate on the culture, like, because we're not the only ones that get excitement out the culture. Like, when music, you become a fan because you connect through lyrics or through whatever it is. So you can't say, oh, this person can't have a spiritual bond with this culture because he's not black. he could be talking about, I mean, motherfuckers could talk about life problems that everybody go through, and you feel that person, and you end up being a fan of this person, and then you end up wanting to know about this person, and you know what I'm saying? Now you get a chance to give him a question and fill him out and pick his brain for a second. What part of that makes you a culture vulture when the only thing that you can say to him is shit that he's put out to the world?
Yeah.
If he ain't never put it into the world, I could never ask you about it. So if you haven't did this on camera, then how the fuck am I being a vulture? Like, nigga, if you just knocked somebody out and did all this and recorded it, and then I asked you, like, hey, what was the reason you did that shit? I'm the vulture?
Listen, man, to me, culture vulture is the equivalent of calling me a honky, you know,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
I really don't mind it, man. I understand who I am, and whenever I'm having kind of a bad day, I'll just go to the mall or something and, you know, have people, you know, approach me and take pictures with me and, you know, have them tell me. And it's mostly black males.
Exactly.
Like literally 90% of people that approach
Exactly.
me. People like, oh, Vlad really has a white audience. And, you know, no, Vlad has a mostly black male audience.
For sure.
You know, just based on people who approach me, based on the actual men who come up to me, who tell me how much they love what I do. And they ask for photos. They ask for photos with their kids and so forth. And it feels nice to get that type of admiration because I'm like, okay, like there's a reason why I'm doing this. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I know
I'm
you ain't
actually
lying
affecting
because
people.
the type of response that I got for making it here, it was like one of my like biggest accolades in the media space so far. Like when I came off this stage and everybody got to watching our interview, I'm talking about people that ain't never tapped in. Hey man, I respect that you was on Vlad. I'm talking about gangsters though. I'm talking about real gangsters. Like, damn,
got a lot of views
bro,
too,
you
man.
did your shit. Yeah,
got a lot of views.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did our thing.
I don't know what your numbers is, so I'll just, like I said, I have butterflies. I'm like, man, this Vlad, whoop, 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 and then I see what we had going on, and like people, I ain't gonna lie, people built a perspective of you for me that when I came in here, I'm like, damn. But you do that to any man. I just came in here like, damn, do I open up to him? Is he here just to tear me down? Is he here to pin me up and give me a case or whatever the case is? So, like, when I told you I had butterflies, it was like, damn, is Vlad my homie or is he finna come in here and try to spin me and get something up out my, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? You live and you learn. Shit. I'm in here. I could tell you yes or no to whatever question.
Yeah.